Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
Now, we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Rummenigge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that's well seen too. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Vitoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Harrison with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Robertson gets across to intercept that. Pass somewhat off target. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's on it. Can he get away? That is good pressure. Just hounded him off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. Rummenigge!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's Neves. Matthäus conjures time and space where few can. And pushed off! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Paris Saint-Germain have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Cannavaro, Matthäus, Rummenigge, Ernest, Mosquera did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pepe kept aware. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vitoria.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vitoria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. João Neves. And it's Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Victoria needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability.
Just the keeper to beat! Oh, shooting chance! Robertson. Rummenigge being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? That has been cut short.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rijkaard. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Puskás. Looking for options for movement. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Victoria are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
Victoria must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this.
Oh, terrible pass. Oh, he's got... He's having it! It's hit the upright. And it's Zanetti. Rummenigge. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. We're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And he's picked it up out wide. And this is Mohamed Salah. And he's there to get it away. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Hernes. And this is Mohamed's decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's caused a worry or two.
Rummenigge just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
Victoria with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. Now, can they get him away? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mohamed Salah. Chance for a shot! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So a breakthrough already. Howson cuts out the pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Victoria are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. Messi. Lovely pass, but... And the finish! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and...
There's the header! No, not the best of headers.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Good take, and is he in? Vitinha. Big header! Goal! Victoria! And they get themselves in front! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And it's made it... And a chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So it's going to be another corner. Botafogo have their second corner now. Zanetti attempts a clearance. No, he's not going to get any further than that. ball goes in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And he's managed to get rid.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to play him in. Cleared without complication. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Victoria are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. And it's Henderson. Messi looking to add to his goal. Hernus charging forward, the ball at his feet. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. Dani Olmo. Vitinha. Looking for options for movement. Pinches it off him. While facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He can get that clear. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his...
He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Zanetti. Into the last quarter of an hour. And smartly reclaimed. Good ball, good take. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vitinha. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Rijkaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now this could be Alvarez! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared without hesitation. Aimed beyond the defence. He is just caressing the ball. Incoming delivery.
Botafogo really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Victoria can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Rummenigge taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
For your safety.
The end of the game. Reflections? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Rummenigge. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ambitious ball here. That has been cut short. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Crosses it in here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Vitinha. Vitinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the counter is on. Victoria still without a single shot on target. Griezmann. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Albert Ferrer. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Dundee look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And that has been clubbed away. And here's Griezmann. And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Ronaldinho. Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Lampard has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Look at the space here.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on. Again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played back into the centre. Caught offside that time. The final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started,
today.
0-0.
Please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lampard. It's Park Ji-sung. Griezmann. Ernest. Mohamed Salah.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Mateus. Ernest. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played. No, that's been intercepted. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Zanetti. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to
shoots! Oh, taken with style. There is the breakthrough. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Mohamed Salah!
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency.
And Park Ji-sung! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Dundee really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's on it, can he get away? That has ended up in no man's land.
Dundee really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Knocks it out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! And he's heaved it away. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nicked it back promptly. Gently done. Dundee can breathe again. Just.
There will be one more.
There's the header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
A quick reminder today that
Mohamed Salah voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Victoria, well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This
today's
is football
match.
at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Zanetti made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal. Shoots! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Shot could be on. Mathias Cunha! Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Up he goes! Oh, it's hit the post! Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Tries to play it through. He's beaten the last man, and he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. That's a super give and go. Cannavaro. And it's Salah. Knocks it into space. That's really well manoeuvred. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Batistuta. Vitinha. Kukcu is always looking to break lines. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Played back in. Hernes. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
There will be
Mbappe.
1 minute added time.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard. Batistuta has it out wide and in space. Hernes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mateus. This looks promising. And he was quick to react. It'll be a throw-in. Ernest.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that was very necessary. And it's Salah. Ernest. Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? Goal! Victoria! Into the lead once more. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Manchester United really are going for it here.
It's Adriano! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution in progress.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Kukçu goes short. Oh, well played, well played. Cleared without complication. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. And this is Bale. Mbappe! It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And now the breakaway. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rummenigge. Vitinha receives it in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Beckenbauer. And he's quick to snatch it back.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Finding their passes. Rijkaard. 4 extra minutes added on. Now he's got space here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Howson. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Mohamed Salah claiming the Man of the Match award. And so bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competition.
Shot, surely! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rummenigge, Vitinha, Rummenigge. Raul. Cannavaro. Looking to pass their way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Messi! Goal! Marseille! Marseille have the lead! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So, a breakthrough already. Quarter of an hour played. He's in a great position here. Decent chance!
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Raul. He's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Marseille with the corner, they're first. And he's following up! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Marseille are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, good take in a good area. Great chance! They've done it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper. Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Lovely feet. And he shoots! He scored! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Finding their passes. And here's Raul. And it's Messi. And the first 45 minutes are up. And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down...
He's tried one! Oh, just over.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Rijkaard. Beckham, who's set up 1 goal so far. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ernest. This might spell danger. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Hoisted in. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Victoria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Salah. Now it's Vitinha. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard. And it's Vitinha. Stood up well to him there. And it's Beckham. And there's the shot! And that certainly packed a punch. This is their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, easy pickings there. Beckham. And here's Messi. Pinches it off him. Salah. Adams gets across to intercept that. James. Gattuso. And he's had it nicked away. Beckham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's roll! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
James. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Hakimi going full tilt down the left. Ernest. Gattuso pulls
There
off
will be
an
1 minute
exemplary
at a
piece of
time.
defending. And that's it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Volunteers
So
for
what do
each
you
block,
take away from it
please
all, Jim?
report to the
Well,
staff
look, it
room
was very
immediately.
one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Gerrard. Raul. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mateus. Foot in. Shifted it to the flank. Rummenigge. Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with...
Tries a shot! Goal! Victoria! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
19 minutes is number 11.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key.
Big header! No mistake! Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Back to the keeper it goes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Mateus.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Played into space. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's had a hit. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Now, who's going to be first to this? Pepe gets it away. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mohamed Salah is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Zanetti is there to clear. Raul. Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, it's a promising
There will be
build-up.
1
There's
minute
plenty
added
of
time.
really nice passing. Rummenigge is onto this. Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Please turn your
Reflections
attention
on the
to the
first
screen
half?
for
Well, I'm a little
information
bit worried
provided
for
by the
them
local
and the way
police.
they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an
Substitution on the
awful long way
field.
back.
Number 18.
Victoria have
Shevchenko.
made the crucial breakthrough
Coming on
and
the
they're
field
looking pretty
is
satisfied at the break.
Number 11. Diego
If you're
Forlan.
just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Brilliantly cut out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gerrard. Raul. Batistuta. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Vitinha. Now, can they get him away? Now, this could be a chance. And he's managed to get... And the shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Younes can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Raul goes steaming forward.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again. Rummenigge! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Victoria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
João Cancelo. And it's Messi. Gerrard. And here's Forlan. Rijkaard. Mohamed Salah. Ernest. Oh, perfectly measured that. Rummenigge. He's having a shot! And it's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into. And once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And he shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Salah. And he's in on goal. Big chance! Goal! Victoria! First blood drawn. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 8, Mohamed Salah.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, easy pickings there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Rummenigge really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for the run. In comes the corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, smashing header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, important interception. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. Ups for safety. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so...
He's had a shot! Oh, what has happened here?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Being shifted off it. Oh, red, nice interception.
Minutes has been indicated.
Looking to play him in, and he was quick to react. Rummenigge. Konate. There is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Have done supremely well to stick to their plan, and discipline and organisation is stifling the quality they're up against.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Victoria are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution for Boca Juniors. Number 47, Phil Foden.
Victoria
Coming
get
on
the
the
ball
field
rolling for the
is
second period.
Number 8, Bellingham.
Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Edmilson. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Totti.
Victoria are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Konate spots it and intercepts. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Boca Juniors have their second corner now. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He gets big. Harmlessly behind. Little pass back. He's in a great position here. He's got away. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's been cut out. Well played. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. There's a sharp little ball here. It's Schneider! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution for Boca Juniors. Number 18.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Batistuta. Number 9. Schneider. Number 4.
75 minutes played.
Coming
Great
on the
ball,
field,
and he's in here.
number
Oh, that's
20.
horribly mistimed, and it's given.
Number
Penalty.
21.
Victoria
Shevchenko.
presented with
Number
a golden
13.
opportunity here.
Number 2. Williams Saliba.
To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shevchenko. Mohamed Salah. Now Hernus. Can he get it through? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Totti. Bellingham. Too much on that, it's gone out.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played out to the right. And he cuts out the supply. And the referee brings it to a close. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Mohamed Salah picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
This stadium. Thank you very much.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they said.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Manchester United have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth...
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Victoria presented with a golden opportunity here. This to make it 1-0. Doubt. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rummenigge. Zanetti. Now it's Del Piero. Hernes. Looking to pass their way through. Deco. No way through. Victoria leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Quality ball. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And here's Del Piero. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rijkaard. And it's Salah. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Eto'o. Zanetti. Schneider. Eto'o. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to get it away. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Played back in. He's being urged to shoot. Howson getting this one clear. Now it's Schneider. It's a loose ball. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Manchester United have their second corner now. He gets big. Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Eto'o. McTominay. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Mohamed Salah has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And this is Eto'o. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mohamed Salah. That's been intercepted. Here's Cannavaro. Now he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That'll be a throw. And this goes for a shot! Just off target.
Mohamed Salah is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Oh, what a terrific 45
Just a
minutes,
quick
all
announcement.
triggered by
An
a
exciting one,
helter-skelter
too. We're about to
tempo
announce
that
today's
has,
lottery numbers.
been
Please watch
very
the
open,
screen if you have a
end-to-end,
ticket.
ding-dong stuff with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Victoria are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And this is Eto'o. Schneider. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? McTominay. That's a cute ball. Pepe cuts it out. Mohamed Salah. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Chance, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Big header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Can he get it through? Your impression so far, Jim? Rummenigge. Mateus. Oh, that's fabulous. So much time and space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Has a look and plays it forward. Schneider, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Marquez does really well to win the ball there. Ernest. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's an excellent interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Manchester United truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
The final 5 minutes. Manchester United have reclaimed it.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Schneider. Oh, well played, well played. And that will be it. Victoria have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Quick announcement now. We would like to ask you
Your
all
final
to kindly
thoughts,
stay
Jim?
seated
Victoria
during the match.
really
Thank you
were
for your
very
cooperation.
impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He's played it back. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's the shot! He's got away with one there. Vitinha. And he's picked out the run. Mohamed Salah gets through on his own. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Zanetti. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. And he welcomes it in. And he was alert to it. He can get that clear. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He can run onto that. Shot could be on. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Played out wide. Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Goal! Victoria! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Victoria have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Alonso.
Victoria can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Has a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Kukçu clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Japan have their second corner now. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Japan have their third corner. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a sharp pass. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Victoria, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half. Victoria carrying a one-goal lead. And no, that was never going to make it. Can he get it through? Van der Ven is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Victoria are still that goal to the good. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Mateus. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's clever. Czech claims comfortably.
Japan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
He's having a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rummenigge is on his own. Japan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Rijkaard. To Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rummenigge has found the net here, of course. And here's Shevchenko. Now, who's going to be first to this? Ernest. Rummenigge. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Hello,
hours,
everybody,
it might
and
not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Finding their passes. Messi, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that was very necessary. And this is Mohamed Salah. It's a sharp pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bellingham.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Check is there to clear. Salah. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Vitinha, well read, nice interception. Mateus. Ernest. Mohamed Salah. That has been slung wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi, that's an excellent interception. Ernest. Rummenigge. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness. Puyol. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Always onto this. And he was alert to it. Pepe. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Deftly away. Nicely weighted ball. Picked up and the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he...
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Victoria.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Victoria can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Vitinha. Time and again they are repelled. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Mbappe. Pepe cuts out the pass. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's a... and the shot! Goal! They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bellingham, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rijkaard. Rummenigge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He has found the way through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Victoria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Not the most accurate pass. Pepe. Great vision. Look at the spec. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, well played.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's cleared it out of harm's way. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's been cut out, well played. So that's it, it is all over. Victoria perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
And a quick reminder today,
Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the 2 forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Luis Suarez. This is Hazard. Real chance! Oh, what a... And one more try! Caught offside that time.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Vitinha takes a shot! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Rummenigge. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for options for great chance! It's always been caught, and in he goes again. That was superb goalkeeping.
Ernest actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Victoria with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. Well, played right into his path. De Gea comes out and deals with it. Eto'o receives it in a good position. Tries from distance. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And it's Luis Suarez. And here's Eto'o. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's a sharp pass. And here's Suarez. Gerrard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That is a brilliant interception.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rummenigge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rummenigge with the cross. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Gerrard, and here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. And this is Mohamed Salah. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Eto'o. And here's Azar. Ernest. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's having a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Now it's Eto'o. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Eto'o. Now, can they get him away? Ernest. Chouameni. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Henderson.
So time for change.
Coming on the field.
This one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's a key interception. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Victoria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nice interception, well timed.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Now it's Can he finish?
Substitution on the field. Number 77.
It's their second
Azar.
corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is number 6, Raul.
Nedved goes short. Raul plays it in. And that has been clubbed away. Back when it goes. And this is Eto'o. There's the shot! And he's taking no chances there. Has a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Eto'o. Over to the left. And it's Eto'o. And we're done. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps
And
one
now
team
I'd
might
just like
be
to read
happier,
out
but
our fan club
at the
members
final
who are
reckoning, it's
celebrating
honest
their
even,
birthdays
and
today.
no complaints.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that. But I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, it's Del Piero. And here's Del Piero. That is good alertness. Owen.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lampard. And here's Del Piero.
Del Piero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Olmo. Oh, that's nice. Del Piero. Big chance! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! A finish right from the top draw!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Just eases him off the ball. Lampard. Now it's Del Piero. Gerrard. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Del Piero. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard. Ernest. Finding their passes. Good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? Rummenigge. Salah. Now it's Owen. Now it's Del Piero. That's a little off target. Vitinha. Now Ernest. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Del Piero. And that's gone loose. And that interception was... And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Victoria.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back underway.
Victoria really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at a step.
Rummenigge!
Indonesia clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dani Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Owen. Del Piero. Owen. Mateus. Now, can they get him away? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
No, that's been intercepted. Vitinha. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Looking to play him in. And that could set him on his way. And he shoots! It's in! They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust. Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That has been cut short. And it's Gerrard. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. Del Piero plays it short. Dani Olmo crosses.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Gerrard. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Great chance here from position A1.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Del Piero fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
It's their second corner of the game. Del Piero goes short. There's the shot! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Indonesia go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that. Del Piero looking for a runner. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Indonesia can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Takes a shot! Steven Gerrard, the man for every moment! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
There will be 5
Two
minutes added time.
to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And Owen! Mateus. Lovely, now then. Rummenigge. And this is Mohamed Salah. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's through, it's Rummenigge! And that may well be that. That is that. Victoria were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simple.